video is about a sweet old Mastercraft ski boat that I've been maintaining to a high level of detail for several years for a gentleman who really enjoys it. And the horrible sticker mess that I had to deal with. It was Gorilla Glue or epoxy or something on there. A lot of grinding and a basic polish. Came out pretty nice. Here's our main sticker issue. And as you can see, it was attempted to be glued on with, well, I don't really know what. Possibly Gorilla Glue, some sort of epoxy, not really sure. So I've tried every solvent I could and nothing really wants to get it. But I'm going to have to take the heat gun and try to get just this Sammy Duvall part of the sticker off and replace it. But I also have to get all of that nasty glue stuff off. So I'm going to take this little grinder on the lowest speed with non-aggressive stone tip. I can't really put anything aggressive on there. I really don't want to mess up the gel. I know I'm going to have to sand and polish it afterwards, but we'll try that. So we'll get the heat gun after it and see if we can clean that glue up and polish it up nice and get that replaced. So these stickers are incredibly difficult to put on, as is evidenced by the original sticker here even being a bit wavy. It's just really tough to do. Now when you order these, they come on a backing, and you can really try to get them just right where the other ones were, because the gel is going to be a little different color behind there after 20 years. But these aren't on the backing exactly the way that they're on the boat. So they end up a bit short, and where they all line up, it's just a crazy amount of difficulty, and the rest of these stickers are in pretty good shape. So we're going to try to just replace the Sammy Duvall part, and even if this is a little bit short, it should have a little bit of play with the heat gun and a bit of stretching, so long as I can get this S to line up in here, and then this L to line up right here where it has a little divot in the C, and get it where it was. We should be in pretty good shape. My main concern is getting that glue off. Oh boy, we got glue under that whole thing. Well, I think first I'll take a little bit of solvents and kind of clean all of this up and see if I can get a bit more of this off there before I start the scary part. We've just got a little bit of acetone on a rag here. Remove all the sticker residue. Not much, keep it pretty dry. We are going to polish afterwards. Should be safe enough. It's about the harshest solvent I'll use on something like this, but sometimes it's required. I really wish all of this would come off, but it's just not affected by any solvents I've tried. The other trick I might try is taping the corners of a razor blade and very cautiously scraping at it. But we've got a run down here even. I'm not sure if you can see that, but the glue drips down right there too. It's terrible troubles. I think this might be Gorilla Glue based on the thickness and color of it. Something really doesn't belong on gel coat, especially not to hold a sticker on. But it's there, and we've got to remove it. It really doesn't affect that at all. This is just Formula 50, a Zep cleaner degreaser, just to make sure I don't leave solvents sit on here too long. Kind of make sure I got all of the residue. Now, to deal with this. Oh boy. This is kind of scary and dangerous. But let's see what we can do. Pretty good paper here. You can try to get it softened up a bit more everywhere. And maybe, with a bit of luck, some solvent's gonna catch it. You can get this off. At this point I'm getting kind of nervous, but I've got it down through the main layers. Haven't burnt anything I can't fix yet. And I believe it's starting to soften up. So I'm gonna take my 320 again over it to kind of loosen it up and give spots for the solvents to get into it. Then I'm hoping that I can take a plastic scraper with the solvents on it and get the last of this. I really hope so. It's pretty rough. I wish I could at least know what kind of glue it is. It's some sort of epoxy, or like I said, I think it's Gorilla Glue. Like that. See, that's what we want to see. Oh, it's almost wanted to do it, but it's sort of chewing up my scraper more than whatever this is. It's very hard. Now, I'm going to scuff just the glue again with this 320 as best I can. Apply solvents again, and sort of use my thumbnail and the solvents to scrape as much as I can. After that, I'm just going to take the pressure washer really close to this and see if it's loose enough for me to just blast it off of there. Then I can sand this all out even. So that worked pretty well. If I go ahead and try to soften the little bits that are left up again with some sandpaper and the solvents, and then hit it with the pressure washer, I think I'll be to a point where I can wet sand this from 800, 1500, 2000 and polish it back and not have issues. we'll just soften it up with sandpaper and solvents, blast it real close with the pressure washer, and go for a polishing phase. This is 800 grit. Fairly aggressive for wet sanding a gel to be polished, but we still have some of this, whatever this is on here. So we're going for it. Okay, that's how we look now. Almost all of the glue is gone. This one little dinger here, I believe, is from when this got whacked and the sticker got peeled off. And it'll be under the sticker anyway. So now we're going to take some 800 grit wet sandpaper. This is just 3M water dry, all of it. 800, then 1500, then 2000, then this Ardex heavy duty, supposed to remove up to 600 grit sanding scratches, but kinda, sorta. 2000 it for sure will. Then a little bit of Wizard's Turbo Cut. And then this spot should be ready to polish with the rest of the boat and have its new stickers put on. I've got just water in a spray bottle here to wet sand this. So 800 first. Don't want to hit this radius too hard. End up burning through. This gel has been thinned out over the years. And I pretty aggressively wet sanded and polished it one time when I had the boat the first time. Try not to be too aggressive with the 800 here. You can see we're removing some gel. Now our 1500. And I'll spend a little more time with this to try to get all of the 800 scratches out. I'm going wider than my area, of course, just to make sure I didn't have any scratches or dings around it. And this should remove whatever little bit of glue was left. Move on to the 2000 grit. Okay, there it is, all sanded up. Let's take our polish and see if we can make this pretty. Okay, we got the first two steps of polishing done. We're looking really good. All the glue is gone. That is looking pretty nice. Just final polish here and we'll be able to put the new sticker on. This is a Rollite polish. If you checked out the video of the glass tron I did, this is the same stuff. Much more mild abrasive. Gets swirl marks out and makes things real pretty. Might leave a couple little ones, but we're going to do one final polish over the whole boat after I get this spot taken care of. Just a light one. I've wet sanded and polished this boat down to where the blue is actually fairly thin. There was quite a few times there were scratches in it that needed some sanding, and I'll show you a couple of spots like that in a little bit, but I noticed the blue was a bit thin. Let's take care of this first. And there we have it. It's almost like it never happened. Time to get the new sticker on there. So before I put the new sticker on, just got to give it a little wipe with alcohol. Heck, you can't even see where the stickers were anymore. Came out pretty nice. Give it a little wipe down, reapply the stickers, and we'll polish up the whole boat. I have to do a pretty light polish. There was some spots with scratches on here, and the whole boat's been wet sanded, and it's a 20-year-old boat, and it's been polished a lot. I don't know if the camera will pick this up. You can almost see little specks of white through the blue in a few areas. There you go. It's a good indicator that your gel's thin. Getting this sticker on there, and then we're home free. Give her a polish and seal it up and finish up the inside. Okay, I apologize. I didn't film the installation of these stickers. It was just very stressful, and I was bouncing around back and forth in here and heating them up a little bit because they needed to be stretched to match the spacing here to get these letters exactly where they need to be. So it's time for the big reveal. Did I do a good job? Does it look good? Did I screw up royal? How did we do? Are they gonna stay on? Is it stuck real nice? Beautiful. Wow-wee. Looky there. It's like it never happened. No more goobery mess. Just a nice, shiny sticker. Lined up nice. Stuck real well. Gel looks great behind it. Might be a little shinier than the rest of the stickers, but we're going to run a polish over the whole boat and a wax, and everything should match up and just be beautiful. I gotta tell you, that was a stressful deal, but we got her. So making a polishing plan for this boat, I know that the gel coat is fairly soft, and I've thinned it out over the years by wet sanding and polishing, but we have some marring maybe from bumpers over the side of the boat, rubbing, and we've got some scratches, very minor, just starting to appear, but I really don't want to wet sand anything. So what I'm going to do here is try this spot with this stuff here. It's a Terminator HT62 polished in polymer sealant by High Temp. I like it on a lot of things, and it doesn't remove too much, and you don't have to do anything over top of it. We'll wax over the top of it. It's just, I'm using it for my polishing stage. Sometimes even a polish that's not aggressive at all will remove too much when you run into things that are soft. Happens on cars with various clear coats and older boats and stuff. So as long as I get that out and reduce the appearance of things like this, I'll be happy. Let's test it out. And yeah, that really brought it back to life. You can still kind of see the dingers, but I think it reduced them, and maybe just where they are, I'll hit it twice. That will help. Well, the marring is gone, so well, maybe a tiny bit left there. That's very close. If I do a double pass on it, perhaps we'll get there like this without having to do any other polish. You really have to get the light on it to see it anymore. But it makes a world of difference there. And that's the safest approach I've got. Definitely gets rid of everything. Just a little bit extra doing. Well, we got through the crazy sticker nightmare and all of the Gorilla Glue or epoxy, whatever it was. And it looks real nice, so I'm happy about that. We've planned the work for the rest of the boat. Now it's time to work the plan. Every day is for boats. Thanks for watching.